What's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, everybody? Give it a few minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go for what I know. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, what's up, everybody? What's up? Before we get started, like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more content. And hey, like I say, it's all about being consistent. And I say it before, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's all about consistency. How are y'all beautiful people doing today? Hey, how are y'all doing today on this beautiful Monday check-in, just to see how y'all doing today. So, um, something I was thinking about talking about, and I'm going like, hey, you know what? Hey, that actually kind of ties in to what the topic is about. And in the Lord's subscription, you see pretty much check in, are you lazy? But for the most part, that is, are you procrastinating? And what do you do to combat procrastination? So we're just gonna lightly touch on that, and just see how it is. And like I said, my thing is about being consistent. So I'm going to consistently come on here every day, Monday through Fridays, at different scheduled times, to work on just like I said, being consistent every day except for the Saturdays and Sundays. Might throw one in every once in a while, but pretty much today's topic: procrastination. Are you being lazy? And so before we get into it, it's like, okay, what is procrastination? So I'm gonna give y'all the Google definition, and then we're just gonna dive in. Also, too, like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Share it. It's all about motivating and encouraging others to let them know that regardless of where they're at in life, whether if you're in your valley moment or you're on top of the mountain, we all need encouragement from time to time. So let's go ahead and dive in. So procrastination, what is it? Well, I'm going to read this all to y'all. Procrastination is the act of putting off tasks or responsibilities until later than you should. It can be a common behavior, but it can also be a barrier to productivity and success. So go like, hey, what do you mean? So Lighthouse, what does all of that mean? So pretty much what I'm saying is you set a task out. You say, hey, I'm going to do this, but for whatever reason, you don't do it. It's like, oh, something came up, or I didn't, I'll just do it tomorrow, or I'll do that another day. And let's face it, at one point in time, everybody has had an issue with procrastination. If not, God bless you. I'm gonna be very transparent and clear. That's one of the things that I have, that I'm not gonna say struggle with, because I'm not gonna say that, because life and death is in the power of your tongue. You speak it and that thing could come to light. So my thing is, am I getting better with it? Yes, I feel that I am. Why? Because like notifications, my bad, y'all. But like I said, one of the things I've been working on is being consistent. Like, so even though I'm come on here different times during the week, like on a Monday through Friday type situation, but I do come on here. It may be various times, but I still consistently come on here for the motivation to do some encouragement, to let people know that, hey, regardless of what you got going on, hey, it's going to be all right. So, but putting things off to like the last minute is not a good thing. It's not healthy in some aspects, even though sometimes we feel that, hey, I got enough time to do it. And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I can be a kind of a seat of your pants type person where like, hey, if you let me know, bam, I can kind of move into some of these type of situations where, I don't know, sometimes I don't know what it is, but I can get it done. Now, is that a healthy thing? Of course not. Because if I would go ahead and, plan it out and go ahead and do what I need to do, then that word right there will relieve some symptoms that can come with procrastination. And that is, matter of fact, let's see. Let's say putting off tasks you don't want to do. Okay, let me see. When it says, okay, some symptoms of procrastination. Putting off tasks you don't want to do, waiting until the last minute to start, avoiding making decisions, and just to touch on it, like where it says like some causes of procrastination, and is not limited to, as it could be less. And mind you, you can find this good old information that I'm telling you on Google, but I'm also going to put some real life aspects into anything that we discuss, right? So some causes of procrastination and things that are not limited to is, okay, we have low self-esteem could be a cause of procrastination. Depression, you have a trouble focusing, stress, and I would say stress could be a very, very, very powerful thing in a sense, because if you're stressing, then a lot of things can throw you off. Like, for example, when I was stressing severely on like what my situation was when I was dealing with my court situation, all of this right here that you see now, and that thing came back by the grace of God, because all of this was gone. Like, I had that George Jefferson at the top looking, because I had a lot of stress. As you can see right up in here, most of my, like right around my edges a little bit, I'm gray. Now, a lot of that is due to, I would say, stress, because I didn't know how the situation was going to work out or whatever, so I started stressing. Another thing for myself too, I was depressed, so that kind of falls into the with depression and procrastination, and I started picking up some weight. But I've been, like I said, the word is consistency. So one of the things too that I've been working on is consistently going to the gym or whatever. Baby steps, small steps, but I can honestly say I've been consistently going. So hey, it's going to work out, and at the same time, it's a very cool stress reliever. So hey, everything is good. So how are some ways that we can combat being lazy or procrastination? Well, our good old trusty dusty Google some tips on what Google, I'm using Google as a reference, so I'm just saying, to overcome procrastination is break big tasks into smaller chunks, make a plan, set realistic goals, find productive study location, eliminate distractions, reward yourself, take a break, and hold yourself accountable. Those are some things that, with looking at that. But I will also say too, it also depends on how you are individually. Like for me as an example, I know, like, I'm not gonna say I could be like a night person, but I'm up, at night sometimes. So like a lot of the ideas that I'll have, or when I'm looking up things, or things that I need to ponder on, I while I'm up in alert. I mean, I'm alert in the daytime as well, but I'm more, bam, bam, bam. It's like around this time right here, or a little bit earlier, because I do like to relax or whatever. But like a lot of the research that I do, I'll have my book or whatever, or whatever thought it is that the Lord might drop or something on it. Then I'll just start looking up a lot of stuff around this time or whatever. Now, does that mean that there's anything wrong with like the times? No. Am I getting stuff done? Yeah. Sometimes it may not seem like it, but I'll say, knowing how you are individually and knowing like what times are best for you, because what times are good for you may not be good times for me. Like, example, for me, around this time right here, it'll be cool or whatever. But for me personally, I like when I wake up in the morning and pray and stuff like that, do my praise and worship or whatever, I do my reading in the morning time. That's when I feel that I'm more, alert or whatever the case may be. So because I would try to read my word and stuff in the evening times, and it's like, okay, get a little, I'll say a little off track, a little. So what did I do? I have to make a plan and do some trial and error to see what actually benefits me. So, I have like somewhat of a routine going on. When I get up, I'm saying, I might sit up for a few minutes, thank the Lord, get my shower and all that stuff in, read my word, have my praise and worship on. I mean, I might have my praise and worship on throughout the whole day, but that is something that I do that helps with combating procrastination or being lazy. Also, too, I'm starting to use like my calendar. Like if I know I got something going on here, I'll try to do this, or, I try to make, I'll say, efforts to get a lot of stuff done, even when it comes to like applying for different jobs and things of that matter. Like I'll apply. I might, apply to, I don't know, quite a few jobs or whatever. Bam, done did that. Guess what? Might have a moment, watch a little TV or whatever the case may be. Might be lounging, but at the same time, bam, I done read my word or whatever, praise and worship. What I'm doing, I'm going to the gym. Have my time for the gym, pop. Then, come back home or whatever, relax, whatever the case may be. But I would say it actually depends on how you operate and, look at your schedule and being very realistic on some goals that you set. And if you know for a fact that it's something big that you're working on, and I'll say I've been guilty of it, so I can speak on it, that waiting to the last minute, oh my gosh, it can be a headache, because that stress will shoot up so quick, and you're like, oh my goodness, I got to get this done, this done, this done. Now, I'll say for me, I could do that, but it's not good to do that because you wear yourself thin. And if you would actually work on the task earlier, then hey, you would have been farther ahead, and you'll have time to relax. And also too, give yourself, like that goes back into, being realistic and giving yourself a timeline on when these things need to be done. If you have a like event, when you know for a fact when stuff has to be done, don't wait to the last minute. And when you go ahead and knock it out, that means you have time to make the revisions that you need, so that whatever you make or whatever you're working on, instead of giving, I'll say, minor effort and minor work, or you give a C+ paperwork or C+ effort, you have enough time to turn that C into an A, or if you're a B or B- or A type situation. So it's always good to be productive, and knowing where your strengths are, and also too knowing what your weaknesses are, so you can work on those things. Because this is the thing, just because it may be a weakness currently, it doesn't mean that it has to stay that way. So work on work on making a plan. And above all thing else, of course, you give everything to God. And if you know what your situation is, and you know what you have going on, ask the Lord to help you in that particular thing, because procrastination is nothing. It's nothing but a spirit. And you have to pray against that stuff and rebuke it. May put yourself on a fast or whatever, so you can get some more clarity. Seek the Lord, just like it says, Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you. So if you know what it is, I ain't gonna say for the most part, but how you combat these things is seeking the Lord, and he will give you the blueprint for you to follow. And one of the best blueprints that he has made or has given us is the word of God. It's in the Bible. So being consistent, I'll say reading your word and fasting and praying and having an intimacy and a relationship with God is definitely going to be like the thing that puts you above the rim. And secondly, make a plan, have vision boards. And I have a couple vision boards. Now, have I looked at them lately? No, I haven't, but I know what's on those vision boards. And it's like sometimes some parts of the vision board, it's going to require for me to do this or whatever. Some of the parts of my vision board is going to require like some finances. And do I know if I'm going to? Yeah, I know I'm going to get blessed. But at the same time, you got to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. So guess what? I'm applying. I'm applying, doing interviews and everything. And regardless of it all, I'm staying encouraged, because I know with whatever God has for me, it's going to be for me. So, you just got to, stay encouraged, y'all. Hey, stay encouraged. And like I say, subscribe to the channel for more content. Drop some stuff in the chat, because we are here to motivate each other. We're here to uplift each other. We're here to, let people know I'm talking about you. We are here to encourage people, to let them know that, hey, you can do this. You just got to stay productive, man. It's going to be all right. And even though it may not be how you traditionally feel that how it's supposed to come, or how you thought how it's supposed to come, it doesn't mean that it's not coming. You just got to keep on moving, keep on trusting God, and continue to give that thing to him, and it's going to be all right. So you just got to trust the process. And when you trust the process, and you put like this, you trust God in the process, man, hey, you're going to be A-okay. You're going to be all right. So, That's all, just something a little light for y'all beautiful people. But subscribe again. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Subscribe to the channel, Hey, I'm the lighthouse, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to shine our light and to do some encouragement and to motivate and let you know that regardless of what you got going on, you trust God in the process, you're going to be all right. It may take longer. It may take shorter. But hey, as long as you get there, that's all that matters. Remember, the tortoise and the hare. The hare got there. It took a little while, but he kept going. So I just want to say and say that I love y'all. And I think I ended on this. I got 2 hands, and I thank God for the plan. I want y'all to know that y'all beautiful, you're handsome, you're more than a conqueror, you're above and not beneath, you're the head and not the tail. So hey, check y'all out tomorrow. Hey, I'll see y'all beautiful people later.